Hello everyone and welcome to day one. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me and all of the people around the world participating in this 14-day program. I'm so excited to begin. We're going to get started in a nice cross-legged seat. So take your time getting here, take your time getting down to the ground. And if you find that this shape is already a little bit crunchy and tight and whispering your name in a way that doesn't feel good, you might pause the video and take a moment to get a blanket or a towel or a pillow and just place it underneath the hips so you can lift the hips up a little bit higher so that together we can find length in the spine. Now, as you begin to get settled in here, just take a moment to lift the corners of the mouth just a little bit, tap into a little inner smile. And I'll keep reminding us throughout the next 2 weeks of the power of the inner smile. So we're going to begin with that as we come into our seat and sit up nice and tall. And as you're ready, just notice where your hands are, where you naturally put them, maybe on the knees, maybe on the tops of the thighs, maybe in your lap. And then make a nice conscious choice. What feels good? Palms face down or palms face up? So we're already starting to connect with the brain, the mind and the body, connecting, pouring a glass, rolling out the red carpet, gathering around for a conversation. And just by simply noticing what feels best today, we're starting to bridge that gap between the mind and the body. And if you're feeling indecisive, you're not alone. Once you make a choice, see if you can sit up a little taller. And as you're ready, we'll close the eyes, tuck the chin just slightly, feel that length in the back of the neck. And we'll start to breathe together. So first, just noticing. Is your breath shallow? Were you holding your breath when I brought the topic up? Is it full? Can you drop down with that inhalation? Can you relax the shoulders with the exhale? Again, close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or if you don't feel comfortable closing the eyes just yet, you can just soften your gaze down past your nose. And continue to notice your breath. And then the beauty of the art of noticing is as you start to just bring your attention to the breath, to the source, it starts to change. It starts to become more conscious. So see if you can allow for that to happen just naturally. We'll layer on some more focused pranayama later in the practice, later in the journey. But for today, just noticing where you're at, right here, right now with the breath. And then allowing the simple act of bringing your attention to something to let it be more conscious, more full. Now, as you continue to gently deepen the breath, notice the thoughts that are coming up, acknowledge them. I think one of the beauties of the home practice is you really are, for the most part, in a safe space to look at what's there, to accept who you are and where you are today. And then keep this little conversation going, and we'll bring the hands together at the heart nice and slow. Anjali Mudra here is we really feel the warmth, or maybe your hands are cold today, just feel the quality of energy here. Maybe you press the palms together, again making that choice. Or maybe you keep it soft and easy. Continuing to breathe. Sit up nice and tall. And now we're going to just take a moment here to notice the quality of air in the room wherever you are, or maybe you're practicing this outside. Just taking a moment to notice the quality of air in the room, whatever that means to you. Now a little invitation to elongate your breath work. So see if you can extend your inhale a little bit here and extend your exhale. Today's practice invites us to slow down, which can be difficult, and to take stock. To slow down, to notice, and simply allow yourself this opportunity today to take stock. So if you're new to the practice, or if a friend drug you along on this 14-day journey, I got your back. The practice has your back, and we'll begin today by just simply accepting where we are today, taking stock. No need to have to hit a mark or ring a bell. We'll just explore and check in. So there's no pressure. All right, let's gently bow the head to the heart. All for Yoga invites us to bridge the gap between the mind and the body. So each time we bow the head to the heart, we can think about bowing the mind intelligence to the body intelligence, or to your heart space. Which I think is super rad, but just in case you're not quite connecting with that yet, at the very least you start to get a very lovely stretch in the back body and the neck. We'll take one more cycle of breath here. And then as you exhale, you can flutter the eyelashes open, lift your head over your heart space, and we're going to release the fingertips gently to our sides. Alrighty, my friends, here we go. Left hand's going to come down to the earth. Nice conscious placement of the hand here, right away. Notice how your fingertips stretch away from each other. And then nice and easy, we're going to inhale right fingertips all the way up to the sky first. Feel this length through the right side body. Tap into that inner smile right away here. And then exhale all the way over towards the left side. So just check in. Maybe you're a little bit far out here. Maybe you want to draw the hand in. Find what feels good. And then just a little bit of movement here. Maybe pulsing, maybe stretching the right shoulder down and then up. So we're coming out of this regimented shape and finding a little bit of softness so that we can take stock. What does it feel like? What sensation is going on here? And then just remember the neck is an extension of the spine. So if we're collapsed here, totally normal. See if you can bring that awareness into the neck by lifting and lengthening through the crown. And take one more breath here. Wiggle the right fingertips. And then nice and easy, come all the way back up through. Head over heart, heart over pelvis as you come to center. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. And then exhale, relax them down. Second side, right hand comes to the earth. Take your time. Strong awareness of the hand here. Placement. And then when you're ready, left fingertips reach all the way up towards the sky first. Let the hips be really heavy here as you reach, reach, reach. Find that length in the side body. And then on an exhale, we soften through the right elbow and we focus on the sensation here rather than kind of hitting the mark, which we're kind of trained to do in many cultures. So It's all good, but right away, let's set the tone for our journey here by finding soft, easy movement. Returning to the breath. Bringing the neck into it. Great, then wiggle the left fingertips. Inhale, exhale all the way back up through into center. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. See if you can imagine that. So sometimes we tend to sit a little bit forward, sometimes a little bit back. See if you can imagine head, heart, and pelvis all in one magical line. And then here we go. Inhale, squeeze and lift, shoulders up to the ears. Really exaggerate it this time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale, relax the shoulders down. Think about your shoulder blades just melting down your back body. Awesome, really nice. Inhale, left hand goes down, right fingertips reach up once again. Exhale, over to the side. This time we're gonna take the right fingertips all the way through the center, rounding through, and then over to the right. Big inhale, side body stretch. Continuing, exhale all the way through, rounding through the front, and then over to the left. And one more time, all the way through, rounding, shoulders come forward. And over to the right. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale back to center. Awesome work. Palms are going to come together. Anjali Mudra once again. Inhale in deeply. Exhale, relax your shoulders down the back body. Now interlace your fingertips. Again, head over heart, heart over pelvis here. Sit up nice and tall. On your next inhale, press the palms forward, beginning to stretch through the forearms and the wrists. Keep the lower body heavy. Think about these nice quad muscles getting really heavy and melting down to the earth. Lift your heart, keep breathing here. Lengthening through all four sides of the torso. Then base of the spine stays nice and heavy and we lift from there. Inhale, draw a line with the pinkies forward, up and back. If your arms don't come all the way up and overhead, just pause where your body tells you. Then use your breath. Lifting through all four sides of the torso. Again, quads really heavy here. One more deep breath in. Maybe the arms are already getting a little tired here. Waking up. Good for circulation. Stirring that energy, that prana. Nice. Then inhale, carve a line with your nose, look up. Exhale, break free. Wiggle both fingertips, all fingertips, and rain, 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 rain it down. Awesome. Head over heart. Heart over pelvis, close your eyes here and just notice how you feel. Awesome, then we're gonna walk the fingertips back just a bit so you start to open up through the armpit chest. I have a teacher, a friend that I admire who always talks about, it's kind of morbid, but poking two just little holes right here in the armpit chest and creating like two gills to breathe out of. So breathing out of the armpit chest. A little bit weird, but hey, we're here to experiment, to learn new things. So walk the fingertips back just a bit. Poke your holes there. Start to breathe through the armpit chest. And if you're new to the practice and sitting up tall for this long is starting to wear and tear, breathe deep into your belly. Stay focused on your breath. So throughout the next 2 weeks, we'll be looking at our patterns, particularly with posture, aiming to create a healthy flow of energy that runs up and down the spine so that you can have the energy that you need to work your magic, to find your meaningful contribution in life and society. Without that energy, I don't know how it will even begin. So for one more moment here, tap into the breath, sit up nice and tall. Lower body heavy. Just notice the thoughts that come up and keep returning to the sound of your breath. Nice. If the eyes are closed, go ahead and flutter the eyelashes open. We'll slowly release the fingertips. We're going to come forward onto all fours. Breathe as you make this slow transition. So again, the invitation today is to slow down and take stock. Very difficult for many of us. particularly if you're ambitious or you're on the go. So take your time getting there, and when you get there, spread the hands super wide like starfish, wrist underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. And as we move into cat-cow, again, consider the invitation, the love note, the red carpet that's been rolled out to slow down just a bit, to challenge yourself if we can slow down. So here we go, nice and slow as you're ready. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. Cow pose, feel the sensation in the front body, feel the sensation in the back body. Notice how they contrast. And then as you're ready, press into your foundation, exhale, cat pose, chin to chest with the breath, nice and slow. So slow it down. Inhale, drop the belly, unhurried, unrushed. Heart radiates forward. And then exhale, tucking the tail, rounding through, chin to chest. Once more, inhale, drop the belly, sinking up with the breath. And exhale, chin to chest, rounding forward. Pause here this time. Navel really draws up towards the spine. We claw through the fingertips. Take one more deep breath in. Feel that contraction as you exhale. Nice, then inhale back to tabletop position. We're gonna drop the elbows right where the hands are. Again, strong awareness through the hands. As you slowly keep the elbows pinned to the ground, we're gonna walk the knees back for our first heart to earth pose together, so puppy posture. So walk the knees back, tail goes forward. Peek at me if you need to. And then try to keep the forearms parallel here as you melt your heart to the ground. Now maybe the forehead comes to the mat. Maybe it doesn't even come close, but great. We're here to take stock today. Notice. Then add the layer of the breath as you're ready. Notice how nice conscious breath can change the shape and most certainly the sensation. This is a good shape to come into if you're new to the practice and downward dog is a little bit too much. Great variation is to come into this Anahata Asana, heart to earth pose. Same benefits as downward dog, but a little more cooling and a little less weight bearing. Now melt your shoulders to the ground. We're opening up, big heart opener here. Notice the sensations in the side body. And then option here to just tick-tock the hips a little side to side. Start to get a little freaky, have some fun. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice, then come back to center, claw through the fingertips, press into the tops of the feet, and here we go, like a little kitty cat pressing a ball of yarn forward. Keep the neck integrated as you carve a line with the nose forward. Again, keep your foundation, that which is touching the earth strong. We're gonna slide through home, coming all the way forward. Hips lower to the ground, we press into the elbows, and nice and easy, we come into Sphinx pose. Shoulders tug down and away from the ears. We press into the pubic bone, and we start to open up through the chest here. Now notice if you're clenching or pinching in the back of the neck. Totally normal. Keep bringing that awareness to the back of the neck. Remember, your neck is an extension of the spine. Then press firmly into the tops of the feet here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, draw a line with your nose past your left shoulder. Now, as you do this, press firmly into your right elbow and notice how right ear, right elbow, right hip, right knee, and right heel and right toes are all connected. So integrating that line, trying to cultivate a full body experience here on your mat. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes, imagine someone giving you a soft kiss on the right side of the neck, and then slowly release, come through center, re-up on your foundation, nice and strong, so should be feeling no pressure in the lower back, and if you are, you can hug the lower ribs in just a bit here and claw through the fingertips. Yes, then here we go, big inhale, tap into that inner smile, strong legs. Exhale, carve a line with your nose to the right. Feel that deep stretch in the left side neck. And then again, scan the body, integrate left ear to left shoulder. Dig deep into left elbow, left hip, left knee, left heel, and left toes. Take one more breath to lengthen through the crown. Draw the shoulder blades together. Yes, and then exhale, come back to center. Really nice work. Curl the toes under. Here we go. We're going to send the heels back. We're going to draw the navel up to the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, navel goes up, heels go back, forearm plank. Let's just check in. Just here to take stock, not to master this, not to nail it, not to beat ourselves up, but to stir the pot again. Take stock. Take deep breaths here. Imagine placing a little teacup on the back of the neck. If you're shaking, smile, breathe into it. Notice what it feels like to be alive today. Then try to press into your pinky toes, lift the kneecaps even more, and breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower. Hips come to the ground. We're going to drag the hands back in line with the shoulders. Then from here, slow and steady, nice and slow as if you're moving through water. Press up. We're going to draw the knees back underneath the hip points. And then slowly inhale, find that neutral spine, tabletop position. Really, really great. Here we go. Inhale, extend the right toes out. Exhale, you're just going to draw it all the way up and in towards the chest. Now, as you do this, try to press into both palms evenly. This is what we're going to try to maintain in all of our downward dogs throughout the next 2 weeks. Pressing into both palms evenly. Great, then lower the right knee, extend the left leg out, press into both palms evenly. Hug the lower ribs in, welcoming a little strength, maybe a little shake to the arms. And then on an exhale, squeeze left knee in. Check in with your center, your core. Notice if you're dumping into the right side, let's press into both palms evenly. Great, nice long neck, just going through our checklist, setting ourselves up for greatness, checking in. Awesome, then release. Awesome, take the hands forward now, curl the toes under, and let's check in with this bad boy or girl by curling the toes under, taking everything we've learned so far. So that awareness in the neck, that awareness in the hands. Here we go, nice and slow and steady. Don't rush it, don't jerk yourself up there. Take your time as you peel the hip creases up high and we come to downward facing dog. So we're gonna be doing a lot of these throughout the next 2 weeks, but for today, take this one to take stock. How are the hamstrings? Tight, bend the knees. How are the wrists? Lots of pressure, claw through the fingertips, press into the knuckles. Am I holding in the neck? Soften, maybe bring your gaze to your navel. Then find soft, easy movement here. Upper arm bones rotate out. And then maybe you play with bringing the big toes in just a little bit. Imagine the inner thighs spiraling in, so opposite spiral of the shoulders. Then take one more breath here, my friends. Hug the lower ribs in, find stillness. Notice. Take stock. Nice. Slow descend of the knees down to the earth. Bring the knees together, really together. Arches of the feet come together, and we'll send the hips back. Inhale to look forward, smile. Life is good. Exhale, drag the hands back. Child's pose. Awesome. Allow the shoulders to round forward. Allow the fingertips to soften. And this is our final shape for today. The invitation here is to use your breath to really feel the skin of the back body stretch. To feel the pressure on your forehead, to soften your brow. Listen to the sound of your breath as you soften through the jaw. And we'll use this sweet, sweet shape of surrender here on day 1 to let go of anything that might not be serving us, to let go of any expectations that we might have about our bodies and our minds coming together on the yoga mat. To allow any stress, any extra weight that you've been carrying around to melt into the earth. So that as we begin to rise up together, we might feel open present, alive, and a little lighter. Press into the tops of the feet, tuck the chin into the chest, and begin to rise up. And as you do so, return to the sound of your breath. And we'll bring the hands to the heart. If this shape is not good for you in the knees, it's just a simple gesture of love, going side saddle. Coming to one side, bringing the legs to one side. And together we'll bring the hands at the heart to close. For me, yoga is not about what you do, but it's how you do it. So thank you so much for taking the time today to really check in and be honest about where you're at, to be curious about who you are. And again, for sharing your time and your energy with me and all the amazing people around the world who have committed to this 14-day journey. I'm so excited. Be prepared to move tomorrow. Take a deep breath in. Use your exhale to relax the shoulders down. We close by bringing the thumbs to the third eye, taking one final breath in. And we use the exhale to bow. Namaste.